What's up, guys? Fens the Spook. Back with something a little different tonight. Got a lot of requests to do the inside of a book. People want to say, why don't any of you comic guys ever show us the inside? Well, because it's a pain in the butt. These books are fragile. You don't want to just handle them crazily, and you don't want to rip it on camera and look like an ass in front of everyone, right? But, what the hell? I love you guys. We're going to try this out. If you're wondering what that goblin is staring at you back there, this is just one of my old Magic Gathering mats. I find them to be real good to put comics down on when you're grading them or holding them and you want to show them. They just don't have any adhesive quality. Your stuff never gets stuck on them. They're nice and soft. So that's what's up with that. Plus, it kind of fits the mood. So here we have House of Mystery 174. I'll kind of do a pan over. This is, I think, my 5th copy of this book. I'll go ahead and warn you guys now. I don't have the steadiest hands. You probably figured that out, so we'll do the best we can. But, yeah, 5th copy of this book. This is one of those books I tend to buy any copy I find. This, House of Mystery 175, and a couple others, Witching Hour #1, I'll buy every one of them I see if they're in the right condition. So just put that out there, guys. If y'all noticed your House of Mystery 174 you were watching disappeared, it might have gone to old Fens the Spook, right? And if you got extras of these, let me know. I'm always interested in buying them. Not for speculation. They're not worth all that much money. I just think they're cool. So anyway, House of Mystery 174, excuse me. This is when the mystery format started, as they say in the Overstreet Guide. What that means is the ones before this were kind of silly fantasy, horror, sci-fi, just kind of goofy stuff. This is when it turns the corner to a more foreboding, darker atmosphere. And this is arguably the first appearance of the House of Mystery. People say that the front door you're looking at is the front door to the house. It doesn't say that anywhere, so that's a little questionable. But it's definitely a great cover. It definitely signals the transition. This is the first time they did any kind of cover like this. The children being menaced by this creature. The children watching something awful happen is kind of a continuing theme in the House of Mystery covers. Who do you think did the cover, guys? Little quiz here. Don't say, don't put in the comments. Let people figure it out. If you knew, though, go ahead and say that. Tell me if you knew. Tell me if you knew who this was. You ready? It's Joe Orlando, not Neil Adams. Everyone thinks it's Neil Adams. But anyway, we'll go ahead and pop inside now. I'll take you flip through the book. We're not going to read anything. I don't have a greatest reading voice, but I will take you page by page, and you can kind of just see what's up with the book. Little ad for some Inferior 5, Creeper, Anthro. A little showcase line up there. Love showcase. Just love it. And here's the first page. Whoops. The Wondrous Witch's Cauldron. Feel free to pause. Read the comic. That's kind of the idea. I'm just not keen on reading to you. But I will certainly scroll, hopefully slow enough that you can pause and catch the whole thing. We got an indicia down here. It's from 1968, so still technically Silver Age. Even though people like to lump House of Mystery into the bronze, it is technically silver. Awesome picture of a witch there with some pilgrims waterboarding. Love that kind of imagery. Some revolutionary guy. It gets, the story's kind of silly. The art's actually pretty cool. I like the art in this story, but the story's kind of silly. The cauldron's magic and sentient, and it goes through history, performing deeds, and no one realizes it's the cauldron doing it, and it's just kind of weird, man. I don't know. So again, just kind of giving you guys a little rundown of the inside of this book. Stop and read it if you'd like. If you just want to appreciate it for a couple minutes while we scan through it, cool as well. Couple ads here. Free Radar Lighthouse from Boaterific. Might have wanted to put a little more time into that company name, but hey, that's cool, right? Better than what I got. Next story. Again, kind of a silly, goofy one. The Man Who Hated Good Luck. The book interior doesn't really turn the corner until 175. House of Mystery 175 contains one of the first and best true horror stories, I think, in the book. We'll probably do another one of these if you guys like this. I'll probably do 175 next. But again, this one's just kind of about a guy who's cursed with good luck, and he doesn't want it for various reasons, because it's kind of one of those, stories that tries to flip the switch on you, but frankly, these are all kind of silly and unoriginal, and I don't know. To me, these are all still basically the same kind of weird, junky stuff they had in House of Mystery before they switched over. So, in my opinion, and this is from a guy who I would call myself a House of Mystery aficionado, 174 is when the cover changes. The interior does not change until 175. Also, check it out, free Palisades Park amusement card. You can go ahead and you can use mine if you want, guys. House of Mystery 175. See, here you get a little bit of it. Here's when they add in the Sergio Argoniez art and the bad luck and the demons and the monsters. This was the first time this was present, I believe. But really, like I said, the contents of this book are basically still the same goofy sci-fi, little ink dirt there, goofy sci-fi stuff. So, like I said, 175 is when the contents truly change. That's when Kane, the caretaker, enters the picture as well. And the last story, The Museum of Worthless Inventions. This is a kind of a cooler one. Again, I'll move through it, and hopefully you can pause it and read it at your leisure, if that is what you want. I thought about doing a reading of these. I actually did a video of that, but like I said, I'm just not convinced my voice is pleasant enough for that. And it would probably be very, very boring. So, one of those things where, maybe we'll try that one day. But at this point, like I said, I'm just kind of giving you a glimpse in the inside of the comic. This is the inside of House of Mystery 174. This book means a lot to me just because it's the beginning of my favorite series. But the stories in it just really aren't that good. In terms of horror. In terms of like quirky, oddball, Twilight Zone-y stuff. Well, you got a little bit more going on there, but not one of these stories in here is really going to give you the chills. I kind of like that panel there. Cool little ad down there. Any of you guys ever order any of these things? Anyone ever did the Charles Atlas? Leave a comment. Let me know. Oh, I lied. There's one more book. There's one more comment. Comment. There's one more story in here. The Court of Creatures. This one I actually remember really well. But again, this one potentially could have been in a later House of Mystery, but I like that kind of escape going on there. It has a little more of the horror bend to it, I suppose. Just because you have these creatures. But again, they're drawn in the kind of silly, ridiculous style that was popular with House of Mystery before they bring in Neil Adams and Bernie Wrightson and, Joe Orlando and all these guys. This is kind of more of just the mid-60s, early 60s House of Mystery stuff. And I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. Just look at that. That kind of speaks for itself, I think. Just not really my cup of tea here. But, listen. This book is awesome. The cover alone makes me want to collect it. Like I said, I will pretty much buy any copy of this I see, as long as the price is right. And we're almost done, guys. So I went too fast, if I went too slow, if this was terribly boring, if it was too shaky and you just can't stand it, let me know. Or let me know if you liked it. I'd like to do this again. I'm just not confident that it's going to be well received, to be honest with you. There's an ad for Batlash, another showcase introduction. And then we're done. Pick your prize. Help me earn. And the back page with cool UFO ad. So again, that's from front to back. That's House of Mystery 174, the first mystery format for when the book shifts from, like I said, a kind of an anthology, a silly sci-fi fantasy horror to straight foreboding horror. But as we said throughout the video, really, this is the first time the cover changes. It's in the next book when the interior switches. So that's it. That's my review, my interior introspective, or whatever you want to call this, of House of Mystery 174. Like I said, give the cover an A+, give the interior a C+, but just because of what it is and what it means for what's coming down the line, this is one of my favorite comics ever, and I always get a thrill when I buy it. Thanks for indulging me, guys. Let me know what you thought about this, and I'll see you next time.